I didn't write anything. Welcome back to Writer's Theory. I'm James Winterthorn, and this is day 22 of my journey to write a novel in 90 days. Well, the bummer today is for day 22, well, I didn't write a thing. So yesterday, I only wrote a small amount of words, like 183, something like that. And the following day, I just didn't have it in me. Some days are going to turn out like that. And so, since I don't have any writing to share with you, I thought I might share some of the struggles that we have as writers when it comes to finding time, when it comes to getting in front of our keyboard and writing, and understanding how big a project writing a novel really is. Plus, I'll show you around my space a little bit, not the old social media platform, but the place where I work. That was humor on my part. Um, and kind of give you a day in the life of what it takes for me to do this project, because this is more than just writing for me. I have to produce these videos as well to share them. So I thought I'd just share what it looks like for me to do this work and be here presenting this material. So I have a goal of writing 1,000 words or so every day. And if I do that, I will achieve my 80,000 word goal in, of course, 80 days. So you can see that I have a 90-day goal. What I've set up front is I want to accomplish this goal in 90 days. So based off of that, I already have a grace of 10 days to play with, to either miss entire writing sessions, or if I come short on writing sessions and I miss my 1,000 word goal, I have a 10-day buffer, a 10,000 word buffer, however I want to look at it. So if I miss a day here or there, it's okay as long as I get back on track and I start writing again very quickly. But sometimes it's just hard to maintain that momentum day after day. In this case, I wasn't feeling good, and I just couldn't summon my energies to write anything. So I didn't. And I have to be okay with that. Because if I'm not okay with failing one day, or just not getting in front of the keyboard and accomplishing my goal for a day, and I beat myself up over it, well, then I'm not going to be excited when I come back to it. Or if I miss another day, am I going to feel even worse then? So we have to let these days pass and just get right back to our goal and stay as excited as possible about writing our stories. So I want to share with you what my time looks like, how I find time to write, and just share that experience. I know that my experience isn't going to be yours, and that everybody's day looks very different, and how we all find time is very different as well. So in addition to Writer's Theory and the books that I write, I actually have a full-time job. So I do have to manage my time around my work to be able to write stories, to be able to edit videos, to be able to publish those videos, and all of the work that goes along with that. So with my job, with this project, with running Writer's Theory, I have to find time where I can spend at least an hour every day writing. And that changes day to day for me. So one of the things that works in my benefit is that I do work remote. So I can find time a little easier because I don't have a commute to work. But sometimes I get very busy with my job, and finding an hour every day is very challenging. Some days it's a little easier to do. I can wake up early and get my writing session done. Sometimes it happens earlier in the afternoon. Sometimes it happens at night. And so I am able to write whenever I have time. And I know that's not everybody's situation. I know a lot of people are very creative first thing in the morning, and some people are very creative later in the evening. But for me, I'm able to write anytime. When am I better at writing? Like when do I feel good? It's probably just when I have energy. So being awake and having energy is a is an important part of writing well, and because you want to feel good when you write. If you're super tired, it gets challenging. And so I have my full time job. I have taken care of the house, and this project, and what's involved with this project. So of course you see the writing sessions. Those are usually about an hour long, and then it takes me anywhere from 2 to 3 hours to complete a video for each writing session. So each day, as you can tell, I am not I'm not doing all of the work for a video in one day. So I do the writing session, record that. I condense that into 2 2-minute videos if it's a full writing session. And then I record a video like this one. And then those 2 videos I edit together with the animations and all the things that go along in the video to have it ready. So one 10 to 15-minute video really takes me about 3 hours to make. And so I don't always have a full 3 hours every day. I can find about an hour. So what ends up happening is I record the writing session, I do the writing session, and I do several of those, and then I'll come back and I'll do videos like this. I'll do these videos in batches. So you'll see like some days I'm wearing the same shirt one day after the next. That's just because I recorded one day's video and then the next day's video at the same time. So if you're curious why I'm wearing something different than what I'm wearing in the video, well, that's why. Plus, like half the time I don't brush my hair. I just do everything I can to just get in front of my computer sometimes. And I look like I just woke up because maybe sometimes I did. But that's generally what my day looks like. I have my job. I have this project. I run Writer's Theory. So sometimes it's hard to get the work done in an efficient manner. And I just want to talk about what my strategies are to write and get in front of my computer. For the longest time when I wrote, I just wrote when I felt like it. I would feel good. I'd have a cup of coffee. I'd feel energized. And I would then like be able to crank out 1,000, 2,000 words. And that feels good. Like when you do that, you tend to feel better about your writing. Maybe you produce better. The downside to writing when you feel like it is you just don't write very often, especially if you don't feel like it or you haven't built a habit. So what I've learned to do is whenever I have an hour, I dedicate that time to writing. I tell my wife that I'm going to be writing now, and she's very good about knowing that I need that space to write. So I dedicate that time, and I just sit at my computer. I put music on, and I just let my stories happen, just like you've seen. So that tends to work for me. Whenever I have an hour, I can make it happen. But that wasn't always the case. It took me a long time of being able to write when I had different energy levels, when it was a different time of day, when I had different stresses about what I needed to accomplish for the rest of the day. It takes effort to write through those moments. So once you start dedicating the time, you know that you have this project, and you write 1,000 words one day. You just do it, or you write for just an hour and you just do it. And the next day you write for an hour. And it doesn't matter how good the product is when you're building the habit. You've seen as I'm writing this project, some days are better than others. I'm producing better content some day more than others. But what I'm really doing is I'm building a habit. I'm getting better with each writing session, and my ability to get in front of the keyboard in different mindsets in different times of day is getting better. It's getting easier. And as a result of relieving that pressure, making it easier, my writing will just get better. And that's really one of the goals that I have for this project. And what I hope that students of writer's theory, people going through N90, what they realize as well is that I'm building a habit now. And maybe this story is something I want to publish, maybe it's not, but I'm becoming a better writer as I go through this. And like I say, I hope that's what students are feeling too. So I'm really curious what your strategies to find times to write are. So leave me a comment below and let me know how you get in front of your keyboard. So for tomorrow, we'll get right back to writing. So Mercer wakes up yet again injured in a strange place. And well, let's see what happens with him tomorrow. If you are liking these videos, please like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. That I only wrote 183-ish words, something like that. 183-ish is a very specific number to be an ish.